everybody. Welcome to the Todd and Erin Daily Stream.
It's the week of chocolate here on the Todd and Erin Daily Stream. You've suffered through zucchini week and salad week. Now it's time for the Chocolate Villa chocolate cake.
Let's crush your diet. All right, what are we cooking?
Welcome to the week of chocolate.
We're baking.
On honor of Chocolate Villa, who's our new sponsor. It's a women's executive retreat. We're going to do the Chocolate Villa cake today. They have these epic little cookbooks that have all this stuff in it. So I thought this would be a fun one to try. And then there's a chocolate ganache that goes over the top of it, along with the chocolate
ganache.
The Chocolate Villa raspberry puree and fresh raspberries.
I'm not a baker, so
You're dying right now, aren't you?
I'm concerned.
All right. I learned at my mother's knee.
I know.
You're disrespecting Mary Helen now.
Absolutely not.
You're
Your
totally
mother I have total respect for. All right, where do we start?
The phrasing of that displeases me.
Dry ingredients or what?
All right, the dry ingredients, and of course I will have this up on the website, toddanderinddailystream.com. 1 3/4 all-purpose flour, 2 cups of sugar, 3/4 cups of a good cocoa powder, like Ghirardelli, something good quality.
Right.
2 teaspoons baking soda, 1 teaspoon baking powder, 1 teaspoon salt. Now this one's a little squirrely. It uses 1 cup of buttermilk, a 1/2 cup of vegetable oil, 2 extra large eggs, room temperature, 1 teaspoon of pure vanilla extract, and then 1 cup of freshly brewed hot coffee.
Now, is this for the cake?
Yeah, I'm not down with hot coffee. I'm not down with any kind of coffee.
She's not down with coffee.
So I've replaced that with another wet ingredient. So,
okay,
our dry ingredients.
I'll do this.
I'll stir it
I'm
together.
the stirrer person.
Okay, ready? Now we're going to put in the wet ingredients.
All right.
La, la, la.
Mostly done.
Let me just get this last little bit in there.
That's her mom is Scottish as we are. And I once, she said, "Where's the spatula?" And I said, "There is no spatula in my house. I have none." She goes, "How could you have a kitchen without a spatula?" Because she's more frugal than I was at the time.
No, she's logical.
And to get all the ingredients out.
Precisely. This is actually a really cool little cookbook, and by the way, I'm going to be giving some of these away. If you have a recipe, a chocolate recipe that you're really proud of, if you'd like to submit it, you can either do it in the comments at the Todd and Erin Daily Stream or on Facebook on one of the shows. We will be cooking them on the show and then baking them on the show, and then I will be giving you a cake from Nothing But Cakes in return for your genius. So
very nice.
All the way around, there's going to be cake.
All right. So the question I have is. This isn't like a spiritual retreat.
Yeah, nobody's beating drums.
This is for professional women who are at the next stage of their careers.
Like mid and upper level, yeah.
And want to move forward, and these are some tools that are going to help them do it, both personally and professionally, business-wise.
Yeah, because there's stuff holding you back, and that's one of the reasons that I went to them and I searched this out, because I feel like I don't have my next. I don't know what the next thing is I'm supposed to be doing. And I know there's so much more. And so this is one reason I'm really excited to go to this. And we'll
Got
be doing
some on my thumb.
Daily updates. But we would love it if you just wanted to come with us.
It's really good.
The whole package is all-inclusive, and I guarantee you it is a fraction of what you paid to take your kids to Disneyland.
When you say all-inclusive.
But this time, you're either taking care of yourself or you can tell your boss to pay for it, because most companies do have funds for coaching.
So what we're talking about is room and board. You got a nice hotel room, all the stuff. You get all your food. You get all the sessions,
all the
and
coaching
they give
sessions.
They give you a bunch of little stuff and
There's
all.
Yoga and there's hiking and all these different kind of challenges to get you out of your comfort zone. But the point is that you come to these conclusions.
You're going.
I am. I'm so excited.
I am too.
And then they're there for regular coaching afterwards to kind of keep you going. It's not like, okay, you're done now. But I'm excited. I have this feeling this is going to change things.
I think so. I'm looking forward to you going. I know you're excited about it.
Now this is an international corporation.
Look out.
I was laughing and telling Todd, I figured if you can teach women leadership in business in the Middle East, you can do it anywhere, because they have major corporations in Jordan and Egypt and Saudi Arabia who take their training down in Africa. But this one's cool because they're actually holding it locally, so that gives more room for some of the local women to go to it.
All right, so am I at the cake pouring method time?
We are now at the cake pouring, so you've got 2 floured, greased and floured
This is
cake
you.
tins.
I'm not the baker.
Whatever.
Candlestick maker.
Okay, this looks really good though, doesn't it?
It does.
All right, don't move it away yet. I want to make sure
Okay.
I've got this right here.
Well,
This is gonna be so pretty.
Okay.
Okay, you want to scooch? Rest
I'm
it up.
gonna scooch like this.
Oh, because you're showing off. Anyway, the retreat is going to be September 8th through the 12th. That's 3 days and 4 nights. It's going to be up in Heber Valley at this killer place they go to called the Chocolate Villa, which is why it's named that. This isn't a cooking retreat, sadly. It's it's a business retreat. But boy, you are going to come out of there
I
with
heard they have
skills
chefs.
you can't believe.
They have chefs, don't they?
Chef prepared food. All of this, as a matter of fact, the Chocolate Villa cookbook is from their chef.
Nice.
Right?
All right.
When's the last time you had a chef take care of you?
Into the oven at what?
350.
For how long?
And this is going to bake for 35 to 40 minutes.
35, 40 minutes.
And allow the cake to cool completely before we do the frosting. So frosting.
What about the ganache?
The ganache will be the next step, Todd.
All right, to the oven. Onto the ganache.
This is the chocolate ganache, the second step of the chocolate Villa cake. And they say that you're supposed to melt the chocolate in a glass bowl and then over another bowl of hot water.
Right.
And it's like, yeah.
Over a pan.
But the thing
double boiler.
But the thing that I did learn from a chef, which I thought was awesome, is he said, it's just as easy now to put in the microwave. He said, if you're using a good quality chocolate, that's fine. So
Right.
the trick is you do it for 1 minute.
Right.
And then you stir it.
All right. So this is what we have now.
So that's starting.
This is missing an egg.
Now this is the half a pound of unsalted butter. It's 1 extra large egg yolk at room temperature.
Oh wait.
That needs to be poured in. Do you know? But vanilla extract, and then of course 1 1/4 cup powdered sugar. Now you were telling me you have the trick for making an egg yolk, because
I don't bake,
screw
so
this up.
I've only had to do this like 2 times in my life, and this is number 3. And I remember watching my mom do it, and so because I don't bake, because it's like yolks only or white, egg white omelets and stuff is the big thing now. And all you do, I'm gonna get in trouble in this one. All you do
The egg yolk's already runny, isn't it?
is you pass it back and forth,
Oh.
and you get this part off right there,
The little woobly part.
the googly part.
I'm sure that there's actual phrase for the woobly part.
There it is, and egg yolk.
Nice.
You're welcome.
I'm not sure you wash your hands.
Oh no. So can I add this to the one we did earlier?
Yes, you should.
Okay.
I'm just gonna try not to scream since I burned my hands.
Is it okay that we put that in cooked, like this?
Uncooked, you mean?
Yeah, it's going to be
The
hot,
point is that
and it's meeting flour and
it's going
egg.
to- yeah, the point is it's going to be encased in molten chocolate. Maybe not molten, but super hot chocolate. So I've stirred it. It is not quite ready. So I'm going to put it back in about 30 seconds.
All right, and then we're going to.
From then on, after the first minute you stir everything, only 30 seconds each time. That way you don't have the risk of overcooking it.
Stand up here. Stand up here. Over here.
Yeah, Mr. Bossy?
So then we're going to garnish the whole thing with this.
Mm-hmm.
And we're going to stir in the chocolate, and then the final reveal is coming up next.
All right, so this is it. This is the big reveal. This is the chocolate Villa cake. This is like one of their specialties, so I feel like a pressure to make sure this was right, okay?
Okay.
All right, so we've done the cake. Now we're going to do the chocolate ganache over the top. And we're going to hope that it swirls and like kind of drips down appealingly in that alluring way that we're hoping for.
And it does.
See, it will. See?
It will. It will. Okay.
It just needs some help.
Now the next thing we need to do is put on the luscious raspberries.
Mom, look.
That's okay.
No, it fell.
It's fine. Okay, would you like to put on some of the random strawberries for me?
Let's call them raspberries today.
Oh, raspberries are good too.
Mom.
And once again, this is the chocolate Villa cake. I'm going to be giving away some of their amazing cookbooks if you're interested. And don't forget about the executive treat. This is only for women, and this is going to be gentle. This is going to be September 8th through the 12th. This is 4 nights, 3 days, all inclusive, up in Heber Valley. I am so excited to go to this thing. And basically, their whole thing is, what is your next? This is your chance to find out. Okay, so remember last Friday we were talking about the fact that the new polls were showing that our dear Lieutenant Governor was the one who was actually the front runner for the governorship of Utah.
Yeah, but then something else happened.
There's a rumor about Jon Huntsman Jr. wanting to come in and rerun for governor again, and I'm like, well, but yeah, he's the U.S. ambassador to Russia, which is pretty big.
But a little odd that we saw him like a couple months ago walking through our neighborhood with his wife.
Actually, 2 or 3 times.
2
or 3 times.
What's that mean?
People thought he might have been in Moscow.
First of all, Moscow's not that friendly.
I don't blame him. I'd rather be here too. Jon Huntsman, the U.S. ambassador to Russia, has sent his resignation letter to President Donald Trump. That was just yesterday. His
He's
resignation goes into effect
out?
on October 3rd.
October 3rd.
The letter says, Huntsman says, I'm honored to serve as ambassador to Russia during this, quote, historically difficult period in bilateral relations.
Wow, what a diplomat he is.
Poor man. It is my hope this will allow sufficient time for a successor to be nominated and confirmed and dragged kicking and screaming from whatever home they currently live in.
And thrown to the wolves.
I pledge my full effort in facilitating a smooth transition that ensures our foreign
Okay, so
policy
what
goals.
is this saying to us?
By
October 3rd.
By October 3rd, he's back in town.
And
It seems to me running rather briskly for,
governorship.
yeah, don't you think?
Might
Interesting, though, I thought.
happen.
Now, what was this about the most expensive
There's a
city?
place not to move.
Now, is it expensive or least affordable, which are actually kind of two different
Least
things?
affordable. So basically, they base it on medium income, middle income, and housing prices and how they're offset. And Springdale, down by St. George, congratulations,
That's
you
the
are
one that's just right outside the mouth of Giants.
in Utah. You are number one, where the average median house price is $551,900.
Wow, I think median house price here is $280,000.
Average income, 61 grand. If you're
there's
selling
no
your
way.
house in Springdale, you are scoring big time.
There's
Yeah.
no way.
There is no
No
way.
one can live there.
Rockville, one of its neighbors, is second place, and it has $333,300 per house on average, and 50,000 grand
There's a
income.
very nice trailer on my uncle's farm.
Monument Valley, though, on the other hand,
I didn't know you could even live there.
you can live there. The average house price is $34,600, and the median income is $18,700.
I didn't know you could even live in Monument Valley.
Some people do,
Apparently so.
and affordably. Buy a house for $34,000? Are you kidding me?
Over $500,000 for a house, and you make $61,000 a year. There's no survivability rate
No,
there.
it's,
I mean,
you already had the house
There's no
before
way.
the house prices went up, and now you're gold.
Good Lord, that's awful. Okay, the red flag law. I think you've probably heard of various permutations of this, but it is a law where concerned family members could go to a judge and state, we really worried that this person is in danger of hurting himself or others, or she.
Unstable.
It is no secret that the primary cause of homicide for women in this country is their domestic partner, by far. So this isn't something that's just related to the terror that we've had recently of gang shootings, although to me that certainly seems like mass shootings, excuse me. That certainly seems like a interesting
So
point.
is this local, or what is this?
This is Utah. For the third time, Utah Representative Steve Handy is going to try to push his red flag bill in an effort to do something to prevent a mass shooting here. It's called the Extreme Risk Protective Order. Now, Handy's a Republican. He's going to have kind of a challenge getting his fellow Republicans to get the bill in for consideration. It didn't
Right.
even get a hearing at all last year.
Right.
But he said after hearing about El Paso and Dayton over the weekend, Handy said, I felt sick. I thought, is it going to take something like this happening in Utah for us to finally stand up and pay attention? So the red flag bill has become law in 15 other states.
Mm-hmm.
There haven't been any constitutional challenges to it, so apparently the lawmakers and the judges have felt like it had a reasonable assumption.
If it's my understanding,
How
they
does it-
actually will go to the house and they will actually remove all the weapons. They'll actually go to someone's house. So now you've become now it gets weird. I'm not sure how much you have to prove that this person is having these kind of thoughts or emotional problems or something like that.
A lot of people, though, leave a trail now on social media. Or,
That's true.
For instance, a couple of the shooters
That's true.
over the weekend left lists of things they
All right.
wanted to do. So, I know you're hesitant because you feel like it could be a violation if people wanted just to revenge or...
No, I think everybody needs to be paid attention to. Okay, I'm going to move on to
Let's-
something else, and this is the plastic straw debate.
Now, this is a matter of current social and ecological
And I have no...
importance.
Why do they pick on straws? What about plastic cups? And so the point is
Plastic
that
water bottles.
no one's explained this to me yet, is why it's straws. It's like the smallest piece of plastic. Where are they going? I will tell you a video to look up, and this will answer your question. So McDonald's has gone to paper straws. Congratulations, paper straws, which are unrecyclable.
Wait a minute. I thought that was the whole point of going to paper is they could be recyclable.
My understanding is because they're waxed to withstand the straw thing, they are waxed. You can't, as far as I know, like an orange juice carton that's waxed paper.
And if it's waxed paper, its biodegradability is really limited as well.
Well, you can't recycle it into anything. That's the problem. So now we have straws. Now, if you want to know the bad thing that happens with plastic straws, just go ahead and Google the following words. Sea turtle, straw, nose. Prepare yourself. They do a great thing for a sea turtle who has got a straw in a bad place. All I'm going to say. There you go.
That's horrible.
Yes, I know.
All right, maybe we should go to something happy. How about tell me something good?
Please do.
Now, you know that Payless Shoe Stores is going out of business, right?
Payless shoe stores, right.
Which surprises me. I thought that affordable shoes are always good.
Well, people were paying less, but evidently a lot less than they should have.
I guess. Carrie Jurgensen is shopping with her kids at an Arkansas Payless shopping store, and they were doing some back-to-school shopping, and her daughter said, who's 12, said, Mom, could we get a pair of Avenger-themed sneakers for my friend? She said she's been going to school in the same pair of shoes for 2 years, and they're too small, and she walks funny.
Oh, my gosh.
Just that phrase makes my heart hurt. During the Great Depression, when my grandmother she lost her husband when his ship was hit by a torpedo in World War II. She raised 6 kids on her own in Hurricane, Utah, where no one wanted to give her a job because she should be at home taking care of her kids. And my Uncle Armin used to talk about the fact that he broke out the back of his shoes every year, and when they'd go buy him another pair, they would have the same problem. They finally took him in one year and actually got his feet measured, and he was a size and a half bigger than the shoes they'd been buying him.
Ow!
And he said, well, I just thought shoes were supposed to hurt, because it never occurred to him that he was
Because that's where he started, yeah.
But in any case, this is the same thing going on with these kids. So
she bought them shoes?
Carrie said, I would love to buy some shoes for Susie, let's say. And then she was looking around the store, and there's about 1,400 boxes of shoes left. And she was thinking for a minute. She walked over to the clerk. She goes, how much would it cost to buy the rest of these shoes? And the clerk, staring at her for a minute, realizes she's serious, and she goes, runs in the back, grabs her manager. There is some discussion. Carrie and her family buy the remaining 1,400 boxes of shoes.
Because their job is just to empty the store.
Cleaned out the entire store. There was a picture of her and her kids sitting on top of these massive piles of shoes.
Oh, that's so funny.
And what they've been doing ever since is they've been giving them out like Pied Piper of footwear.
Yes.
To all the kids in the area that need them. And this
Oh, that's
being
really
Arkansas,
nice.
there's probably quite a few.
Nothing better than a 3-year-old in 6-inch heels, too.
Look,
you know.
triple bonus points to
That's
Payless
great.
for doing such a good deal.
And the manager, can you imagine? This is the staff at Payless. That's that.
We're done. We're over here. We're done. I just thought that was such a cool thing, though.
Marie Callender's.
Oh,
Speaking of businesses going away.
I know this is dumb, but I just have so many fond 2 a.m. memories of Marie Callender's and
No.
chocolate French silk pie.
No. Razzleberry.
I know, that's your thing.
Oh.
Chapter 11 bankruptcy proceedings yesterday. People who were trying to go to one of the Marie Callender's here in Utah walked up to the door, and there was a note saying, thanks for your patronage.
Oh.
We're gonna miss ya.
Razzleberry pie.
Yeah, so all of our... And it's
They've
always...
been sold in the freezers at the store.
I guess they started with 19, quote, underperforming Marie Callender stores, including the ones here in Utah. Underperforming is now like this deadly term in the business world. Like, underperforming is more like the manager has been carved up and fed to the alligators
Right.
underperforming. I mean, I really get that vision now of this guy holding a pie in one hand going, no,
I know.
I can do it.
It's just really strange.
Yeah, and then the alligator. So that's good.
All right, so tell me the name of this. Tell me the name
New
of
Smyrna
this
Beach.
beach. Say it again.
New Smyrna Beach.
Again.
New Smyrna Beach.
Miss Marina Beach. Imagine a family sitting down going, we're going on vacation. Let's take a look at the map.
It's a beautiful
Shall
beach.
we?
It's a great tourist location.
Let me just do this. We're going there. And it's at what beach?
New Smyrna Beach.
You have to always gotta say it like that.
That's how you say it.
Say it again.
Southern Cadence, New Smyrna Beach.
Noosemary.
No, not Noosemary. That's different.
Gooseberry. It also has a nickname because its name is impossible to say. It is also called the Shark Attack Capital of the World.
That doesn't seem like a good tourist slogan.
The world.
That's a terrible tourist slogan.
Over the weekend, 3.
Get out.
3. They have surfers there who surf, and they go, if you get
Well,
into
yeah.
a certain area, you know that there is a shark within 10 feet of you at all times. Why?
I'm going to take up jet skiing now.
Why would
Jet skiing's good.
Why would you want to go there?
They probably figure the odds.
And of course, one
And that
guy
there's so many tasty surfers.
knee deep in the water, and here comes a shark and grabs him.
And that's all it takes is knee deep. They say most of the shark attacks
And
on
it's
humans is that.
shallow water. And Dad, Disneyland.
Three separate attacks.
I'll go to Knoxbury Farm. I don't care, just not to that beach. Don't make us go there, Dad.
We've been such good children this year.
Don't let Jimmy go in the water. He's my little brother.
So what's the second worst shark attack area?
No, it doesn't matter, does it? There's number one.
Florida dominates the list.
Yeah, of course they do.
1,441 unprovoked shark
It's
attacks.
surrounded almost by water.
2/3 of them were all in Florida. I guess second is Hawaii.
Yeah.
But theirs was minuscule.
At least
compared.
the scenery in Hawaii is better.
So as you're dying, you're
as
like, that's a beautiful palm
As you're
tree.
going under, you see a volcano mountain with greenery and tropical birds. You're gone. I mean, if you're going to be taken out someplace exotic.
No, I'd actually be looking for the place with the best ER, but that's just me. Hey, this is the week of chocolate, and if you've got a killer chocolate recipe that like your family has loved, would you mind sharing it with us? If you do, and we make it on the show, we will also give you a big fat thank you cake from Nothing But Cakes in Sandy, who has the most, of course, glorious combination of chocolate and cream cheese frosting that is available on this planet. So all you have to do is you can submit it here on Facebook in a comment or on YouTube, or
There you
can
go.
just email it to us at toddanderonshow@gmail.com.
Subscribe. Tell your friends, even if it's a bad joke on them. We'll see you tomorrow on the Todd and Erin Daily Stream. Seriously, sharks?
2/3 were in Florida.
Why would you go back to that beach?
It seems like you're begging for trouble,
Well, it's
right?
time for the family reunion.
Can we have it in Des Moines? Let's go to Des Moines. Des Moines sounds
Death
fabulous.
Valley sounds fascinating. Let's see.